Right, I should do it. I should do it. I still don't know how to do pixel art properly. Whether I should just do it with a mouse, or if I should do it with a tablet. I'm not like... I don't know. This is the belly bounce, and that's great. I'll probably make that have a loop section for bounce. And then at the minute, idle is just static. And I kind of need it to not be that. You know? So what I'll probably do is have like a 2-frame very slow idle. This guy. Oh my god. Kaboom! Ah, maybe I should. Maybe I should. When did Lincoln out? Kaboom! I look so spam right now. You do. Oh, that would actually be great. Maybe, like, obviously I can't do it, but I could have a frog that... I could have some kind of character that holds up a sign that makes them look like someone else, and they act very like that. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. A frog with the same eyes. Could do. I absolutely could do. Yeah. Pirate frog, maybe. I could see it. I could see it. They'll only be... maybe they'll only be side things. See, I don't know. Like, I'm still in that stage. Obviously, I'm whittling through the tasks. I have a plan for it in motion in my game. Oh, I do have... I've only shown it to one person, but I do actually have the entire story of the game written out now, which I haven't had for a long time. But I reworked a bunch of the beginning, so it's got an actual introduction now. And I finished up writing the end. So now, there is an actual... There's a game. There's like a full narrative of the game. And that feels kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I'm wondering what I can delete, because this has gotten so convoluted. Okay, I can delete that. I think. Oh, no, delete the layer. Okay, that's just the sketch outline. I'm pretty confident I know what they look like now. That's just a background to test against. That was my initial sketch outline, which pretty close. Pretty close to what I ended up with. Took me a while to land on the full thing. I still think his belly looks better there, but for animation purposes, I've made his belly a bit worse. Some of this stuff I do kind of probably need to collapse down. What even would an idol be for this guy that wouldn't be too hard for me to make? It's probably just going to be sub-pixel animation stuff. Like breathe in and breathe out kind of thing. Because I'm probably just going to do it as like a layer on top in this animation thing. Well, actually, this should be... on this layer. That should be on that layer, and that be on that layer, and this frame shouldn't exist. You already look so idle. Hard. A frog with the same eye. Alright. Hard to imagine him more idle. Maybe scratching his belly on the right side. Maybe, but that would be a bunch of frames and a bunch of work. This is harder, but what about a quick tongue flick for a fly? Oh, that would be great! That would be really great. That would be so many frames. No, it might not. It might actually not be that many frames. See, that's the thing. If I manage, if I can, what I'd like is for that to be like an idle break that I do, and it'll be part of like a quality pass maybe later on. But maybe I'll do it today, and it'll be really cool. You know. Well, hello there. Hello indeed. Fast thing might be easier maybe. I'm gonna try doing a subtle, like just breathe in and breathe out type thing. I think. Or maybe like it's just his gullet moves a bit. You know how frogs do that. Also, goodbye, I'm getting lunch, leaving you in charge. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. Very, very fair. A gullet expand would also be nice. Yeah. Yeah, he's like sitting for a bit, and then he does a breathe in, breathe out. Oh, I remember why I did that. Frog. That's just feet. That's a frog shadow, isn't it? I was the one who tweeted about the back ground pound. Oh, hi! How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, there won't be a ground pound. I can imagine doing it, but like I can't think of anything that mechanically I'd want to do it for. And obviously now, yeah, it would make bounce it. I guess bouncing it could give you more of a bounce. I'm good. That's good to hear. But yeah, it'd cause a lot of problems for this guy. Oh, I know. Oh, I just got rid of that. Okay. I think that makes sense. Yeah, you don't need to see too much of his hand to know that that is a hand. I should probably, now I've decided that I'm definitely keeping these feet, I should clean them up a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. actually liked that one. Yeah, that'll do. I'll have to see how this looks in game, but I think it'll do. I think it'll, yeah, not bad detail. That looks about right. What other characters do you have on the game besides the player? So there's quite a few. Like, there's not that many. There's 3 major characters, or I guess 4. There's a guy that kind of kicks off your adventure. Down here, the Frog Prince is definitely the best one that I've done so far. Like, it's the most effort I've put in because I'm in that position now where I need to go through and develop the actual like polish on the characters. But there's this guy. If I open the game, I think this is the only one that's got an actual in-game character sprite. So there's this guy who's the Oracle. He's the one that kind of sets up your journey. This UI will like fade on, but each one should have like a character portrait for talking, and maybe they'll have different like emotes. But like, yeah, they'll go through all of the things. This is how you get the scroll. Then there's Lord Solace. We're over in. Let's see. Here, in this big tower. You chat to this guy, and he goes through. He's like very close to being taken over by the blight, so he'll become like petrified in stone. But he sets up this timed-based jumping puzzle that you have to climb a very, very large tower. It should not say grotto there. Oh god, no, I'm done. But yeah, like that jump puzzle is like, it's huge. It goes all the way up here. Then who else? I don't know where she is, but there's a minor character called Amaral who's going to be. I don't know if you've played Hollow Knight, but Hollow Knight's got a bunch of side characters along with all of its like bosses that kind of move around the map as you do different things. And I want to have like maybe 2 of them. I can't remember where. I think she's up. Yeah, she's up there. Although I don't think she'll stay here. But she's there, and she'll say some stuff. And who else? Then there's the third major NPC, which is all the way in Undergrowth, which is like a forest kind of place. This is a very rough. It's not even a rough. This was a placeholder of a placeholder, so it's mostly just there for to entertain me whilst I actually do input in the quest. But like, this is basically like a femme version of the Deku tree, but I think I've got a concept that I've been doing where she's kind of like a mushroom, like a very fungal. So she's gonna have like a big hat. She's kind of going to be based on the witch Rani from Elden Ring, but as a mushroom, because she's got that giant hat. So it's basically going to be something like that. But yeah, this is where you get a quest. You've got to fix up the entire Undergrowth, because it's got loads and loads of blight weeds everywhere. These things, which kill, like, they just destroy you on one touch. So there's rooms like this that are just, this is way too hard. But let's see if I can do it. Oh my god, I might do it. Oh my god, that was such a narrow save, because the collider's quite a bit smaller. Oh my god, oh my god. I'll have to take out my controller, because I don't actually have crank input on anything else. But yeah, then you'll crank up. It's gonna work. I guess I can do it here first. Yeah, you'll do some damage to this blightweed. That'll destroy all the, oh sorry, the blight bulb, and then you'll destroy all the blightweeds. Man, I need to start learning the SDK. It's good fun. It is very good fun. Yeah. So I'd say there's going to be 3 characters with 4 main characters probably, 2 or 3 minor side characters, and then a bunch of like just little NPCs that they'll just say like, they're like, you know, your standard characters in Pokemon. I even have I've got like an NPC kind of, is this it? Yeah. So these are going to be all like, these are the Florane, these are like the mushroom and like forest people. Then the second one is all the frogs in Lava Lake. And then these will all be the humans, so they'll be like, you know, guards, and they'll just be kids that you talk to in the little village that you start in. But they won't say much, like, and they won't have like character portraits that fade in, I don't think, unless I have loads more time than I think I'm going to have, which I do not. Yeah. But yeah, the general through line is there's 3 characters, there's a major one in each place that kind of give you a quest for that area. And then yeah. That shouldn't be there, that was for testing purposes. Oh wait, no, it wasn't for testing purposes. Although this area is terrible and I need to redo it. Okay, onto this frog's foot. But yeah, I definitely recommend the SDK. It's very good. Although you can do so much, like in Pulp, it's insanely good. I only made a little game with it, and it's just because I knew how to program. Like C#, I've been doing it for like years. I just decided to jump straight into the SDK. Of course, this was supposed to be a small project, and I completely screwed that up. Exactly what I thought. That's too small. That's kind of too big. That's too weird. No one's going to look at his feet. I don't even know why I'm putting in this much effort. That gives it a bit of perspective, but I don't know if it's in a good way. I'm just gonna have to move his foot over a little bit. Took that off there. It just looks weird. Kinda needs to be a bit nice. Someone will be into them. God, I hope not. Not the frog prince. Don't objectify the frog prince. Unbecoming. I might just have to just a bit more. That looks weird. But that kind of looks okay. Just that this foot is going to look so weird, like this part of the foot. It'd be weird. I guess what I could do to have a bit more room, I could just move this entire foot over by a pixel. I don't think that would screw up too. Wait, what? Hang on. There we go. Feet. Yeah. Community is too small for weirdos. Exactly. Frog. On the right layer. How is this one okay? Like this foot looks. Maybe it doesn't look that good now I've looked at it. I shouldn't have looked at it. It looks weird now. I guess that's the closest to the camera, in air quotes. Although I don't want to do too much perspective stuff because... Was I doing that on the front? No. Too much perspective stuff will just make it look weird because nothing else is in perspective. feel like if I... Frog shadow again, because I swear to God if it's me. Oh, it's the hand. Layer feet is locked. Why did I do that? Yeah, okay, so this feet is just way... This foot is way smaller than this foot. I think. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be that much smaller. I'm definitely gonna have to come back to this later point in dev. But now I might be able to just call it on the foot. And just chill a bit. Oh no, that looks super weird. That looks very strange. Not a fan. That'll do. Oh. And now this should all kind of be linked. So I can solve problems everywhere at once. That more frog shadow. Oh god, where'd it go? Oh god, I'm so bad at A-Sprite. I've literally so little experience with it. Okay. Where is this frog shadow? Where? Oh. Right, the animation goes over. Oh, I hate that. What's going on there? Oh, the belly's gone. What's that? Yeah, I'll do. Okay, back to the idol. Okay. Set loop section, then frame properties like 1,000. 500. Yeah, that's kind of the start of an idol. Like he's breathing. You know, that's. How did I end up with like 6 eyelashes in my eye all at once? Crazy. His head is almost definitely going to have to move. Maybe I can get away with just his mouth moving a bit. Idle. Oh, you know what? I don't have a task for redoing the redo lava because it's terrible. It's an art task. Well, it's actually an animation task. That's going in the backlog. You know what? This isn't even good. That just looks weird. Damn it. You're doing it on the wrong frame. Bit. I guess I could do that. Yeah. Bit more. Hello! Oh my god! What's hanging? What's going on? How you doing, dude? I was just doing some Frog Prince animation. Hell Joe. That's a good looking frog, do you think? Have you seen the belly bounce? His belly bounces. You gave him my body. I'll find it in game. It's actually coded. I did it all last night. I managed to get it in pretty fast, to be honest. It's so dodgy, but I'm probably gonna leave it. It's a very hacky thing. It's like it's Bethesda bad, where I instantiate a mushroom, turn off the mushroom, modify its collider, and then have it link to the NPC to trigger an on bounce function. so that when I jump on it, he does this. He's just a good boy. I'm going to make it so that it doesn't turn on until after you talk to them. Because if people are trying to speedrun this game and they don't take into account the dialogue, then yeah. That's how you get past them. It's exactly what I wanted. It's everything I imagined. Every game has some Bethesda tier jank somewhere. Yeah. Like, you can see the... There's the collider on the belly. So the mushroom is, like, near his foot. So dodgy. But I'm probably going to do the same thing for the, for the bed in the starting room. I'm going to have to do some extra stuff because I want it to turn off if you're below it. So that if you're above it, you're now bouncing on it. But if not, then it's not happening. But I'm doing the good thing. Honestly. Like, it's going... I'm doing it all properly. You know, I've got a backlog of tasks and I've got a sprint. I'm now making the game happening. I feel like if you bounce on his belly 10 times or something, it should give you your health back. Oh, it would be cool to put something in there. Maybe I could. Maybe I could, you know? Like, yeah, it would be stupid, but I could. Like, when I... Or at least maybe it, like, pauses and he says something. Like, I start a conversation. I think I pause everything when you start a conversation, like, physics-wise. Or maybe I could just do a whole new thing where, like, text actually pops out into the world or something. I don't know, but maybe I can definitely do something. Like, it counts the amount... You know what? I could totally make a secret achievement that's like, if you bounce, like, 30 times on his belly, you just get that achievement, and it just counts the amount of bounces. Because that won't be hard to do at all. And I can save the information, so if you do half the bounces now and then half the bounces later. Probably. Oh no. I'll take that out. Nope. Nope. My headset is totally gonna die, I just know it. Why do I only have USB-C cables nowadays? What's this? Ah, this one's not. This is a Beats. This is literally the charging cable, but it's not long enough, so I'll use the Beats one to control the tablet. And then I'll use the non-Beats one to charge the headphones. Sorted. "10 bounces equals eat. You think he should eat you, the player?" I could do. Maybe. Nah. That's a lot of animation work. And reminds me of jumping on the polar bear in Crash Bandicoot 2 for extra lives. Yeah. I could. I could just have it restore your health fully. And you also get the little achievement. And then in the achievements little list, it's like, you know, one of those question mark things. But yeah, solid. Hopefully. This kind of works as an idle. I do want to have an idle break now, though, where a fly flies up. Eek. I shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't. I got other work that I need to do. But if I did, let me just make. I'll do it really. Annie. Should probably turn the background on for this. Idle break. No? Oh, it's because they're all set to... That's too... No, that's too fast. E200. No, it's too erratic, that. Maybe it doesn't need to flap its wings. I do feel like it would be better for it to flap its wings. Ah, yeah, that's a fly, alright. It can be a fly. Can a fly be too erratic? I guess you're right, it can't. I just don't want it to look too, like, staggered. Like, too low frame rate, you know? Dun, dun, dun. No, I think that definitely works. That works, right? Yeah, that works. And then about here, I want his eyelids to disappear. I'm already gonna love this, I just know it. And then his eyes are gonna move over to it. Oh, they've got to be down, haven't they? Yes, I was hoping you'd remove his eyes. Yeah, of course. He's gonna be all like, what? I'm gonna remove his eyelids on pretty much all the frames after. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Damn it. I shouldn't have put all the animation on one single layer. I think, can I please just copy this section and then paste it in another bit, please? No, paste the entire thing, of course. Wait, what have I edited there? Huh? Oh, I've done it all on the eyelids. Okay, that actually works. That works out a bit better. I just make that eye animation then, maybe. And then maybe a satisfied one. Or maybe a fully eyes closed. So, it's going to fly up, he's going to see it. Oh, maybe his eyes shouldn't jettison over straight away. You know what? Yeah, this might not be too hard. Oh my god, you did the tongue. Yeah, hell yeah. It's just some pixels. Let's go! Okay, so good. Let's see, good animation. How would I do it? So I think now it's hit the thing. It'll probably move a bit more, but then this bit would go slack a little bit. And then another frame where it kind of drops a bit. And then another frame where it zaps all the way back. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Might as well eat the player on 10 bounces at this rate. Solid idea, easy. Nah! Why did Tum got a little face? That's not a face! That's the fly! That bit's gonna have to be much faster. I think. Oh, it makes more sense. Oh, it makes more sense now. I have a meeting post GIF. If you finish, it'll totally look like a face, but I figured it was the curly bit. But I see the face. We'll see. I'll remove it if it looks terrible. Where is the fly supposed to be at this point? Now it looks like a pipe. It will, but in motion it won't. You know? It'll work. It'll work, believe. See? It kind of works. I just need one after this that's needs more recoil on the tongue snapback. Oh my god, the tail lines. I don't know what you call them. Motion lines? Smear. Animators call it smear. And then they get all fancy about it. They're like, you added smear frames? Ah, very nice. Ah, okay. Make him do a backflip after eating it. Yeah, chances of that's not going to happen. You know? I'm betting anyway. I'm betting that doesn't happen. Maybe it will. I don't think I'm going to include this bit. This might get deleted. It totally looks like a little ghost though. I see it. Needs more recoil on the snapback. Do you mean from his face? Like he needs to like whip his face back? Yeah, I knew that's what you'd mean. God damn it. I don't know if I can actually do that. I mean, I know I can. I understand that it's just about... Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll stupid do it. It's going to mean a lot of stuff though. So like on the launch out, you're going to want... I'm going to move his head forward. Like there. Maybe? I don't know the best way to do this other than... I don't think I should do all this on the animation layer. I hope I can just... Maybe... Can I copy and paste animation from one frame? I can. Okay, cool. Then it should be fine. It should be fine. Oh, I did this bit. Well, that was the first bit I did. Yeah, that's terrible. Not terrible, I'm just gonna have to do a lot of stuff. Oh no, I've done parts of it on one layer and then parts of it on the... Oh, that's terrible. Nope. Eh? Just gonna manually do that. There's gotta be a better way of doing this than the way I do it. Oh, hey Lem! How's it going? Doing a frog prince eating a fly, innit? Oh, damn it. Why is that? Never mind. Eek. Head moving is hard. Meeting isn't for 5 minutes. I'm done. You can't possibly be as dumb as I am. I got super upset the other day that I got booked into a meeting on a Thursday. Stressed all day about it because I don't work on a Thursday. Stressed all day about it. Got to 2 p.m. when the meeting was supposed to happen. I checked the email. First of all, I thought it was 2:30. So I only checked it earlier because I was just like, yeah, whatevs. I'll check it a bit earlier. And then realised at 1:57 that it was at 2, not 2:30. And I was like, oh my god. Quickly got a drink, sat down, sat in the meeting, waiting. Then checked the email again. Meeting is in March. It's in March. It's not in February. Not even on the same date. Like, there's not, the numbers completely different. I just saw Thursday and thought, well, they mean this Thursday, obviously. They couldn't possibly mean a different Thursday. It's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. But yeah, to be honest, the hardest part of animation for me is just the fact that I've got to like get the drawing from one frame to another without that. Like, why can't I just copy and paste the eye portion and it's replacing the tongue? It shouldn't replace the tongue. Copy and paste. If I make a new layer and paste it, and then paste that. See, now it's only bringing over the face bit. Yeah. Upside, didn't have to do the meeting. That is true. I did have a little celebration of like, great, I don't have to sit in a meeting now. Awesome. That story also made me stressed by this meeting that didn't even happen. Who do I complain to? I think the worst part is that I haven't had the meeting. I did all of the stuff where you get ready for the meeting and then didn't have the meeting. So yeah, that already looks a lot better. So what I'm just going to have to do is do all of the animation on a different layer and then probably bake it down. Is this playing Farewell Hyrule King? Hell yeah. Fun fact, Farewell Hyrule King, just the song on its own, well, not the song on its own, but the cutscene, was the entire inspiration for this game and the 3D one. Lol. It's just a great song and it's a great moment. What? That's a big fact. It is a big fact. It's why I love this song. It's very good for Echo lore. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Have you played Wind Waker? Got to do it all again next month. Yeah, it's true. That's the horrible worst part of it all. I don't know if you played Wind Waker. If you haven't, I don't know if I want to spoil it, unless you want or are okay with this section of the game to be spoiled. Dun, 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 I hope they remaster Wind Waker again for Switch. I don't mind spoilers. I played it about 2/3 through as a youth and loved it. Obviously, you probably got to this bit then. Like it's the halfway. Wow, yeah, it's literally dead on halfway point. For anyone who doesn't want Wind Waker spoiled, the 20-year old game now, cover your ears. So basically, when you get to I can't remember if it's called the Tower of the Gods now, but it was supposed to be the fourth dungeon, the third dungeon of the game, because they cut the third dungeon, and they replaced it with some weird bomb side quest, which I quite liked still. But yeah, the third dungeon of the game, once you complete it, you go down in the water, but somehow you can breathe, to Hyrule. And that's the moment where the game is supposed to be like, oh, you're in Hyrule. What's funny is when they were actually pitching the game, they never told. What's his name? What's the guy who's? Is it Miyamoto? Is it Shigeru Miyamoto? Is that the person who is the lead director? Basically, they told the lead person, Mr. Zelda, that it's just in some random place, and then halfway through production, they're like, "Lol, it's actually in flooded Hyrule." Ha! So they go down to flooded Hyrule, and when you get down there, everyone is frozen in time. Like everyone, and it's all grayscale. It's so good, and you walk around the old Hyrule Castle, and that's where you get the Master Sword. But taking the Master Sword out, it stops. I think it's supposed to be a previous point in Hyrule's history, the hero of time, but it probably wasn't the hero of time. It was probably a reincarnation. I don't know if it's supposed to have done it. I don't think Link from Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask did it. I think it's someone in between, like a Link in between. Must have had to freeze the world and flood it to prevent Ganon. So they slammed the Master Sword in and did loads of curse stuff on it. But instead of saving the world, all it could do is freeze the world at a moment in time. So it froze Hyrule, and I imagine flooded the place. And yeah, it's just awesome. So the entirety of Wind Waker is on obviously that ocean's surface. All of the islands are like the mountaintops of Hyrule. And then getting the sword out breaks the curse, and everyone comes back from being frozen in time. And so I was always like, I don't want to do a lot of animation for my first projects, but I really want to make Wind Waker. So I decided that I was going to make a platformer that was akin to Guild Wars 2 style platforming. And it was going to be set in a world that was in that moment. Like right at the precipice where it is just completely becoming petrified. And so yeah, the whole story is about a world being petrified in stone. And yeah, that's it really. Yeah, that's it. But obviously the ideal circumstance is that at the end of Echo's Climb, the idea for me was that you're going to be able to reverse the blight, but all the way throughout the game, the exact moment that happens in Wind Waker where all the monsters in Hyrule come back to life, they stop being frozen, now you've got to deal with combat. The idea was I can get away with making a pure platformer that kind of functions as Metroidvania. And ideally, there'd be this point in the game where you've played it for 8 hours or 6 hours, and then you reverse the blight, and all of these monsters that you've been walking past all the way through the game suddenly come back to life, and then the rest of the game is Wind Waker combat with all of that platforming. I would love to do that, but I don't think I'll be able to, so I wanted to do a Majora's Mask style. I make the game, bring out Echo's Climb, and then Echo's Climb 2, whatever it would be called, would just be the same game, but with an entire Wind Waker based combat system thrown in. That's the idea. But I got so not close to finishing that game that I started a prequel that also doesn't have any combat, because Obviously, it can't have combat because the world's going to be close to frozen in stone. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of story time. It's a good song. It's a very good song. I think I entered a dungeon in the middle of the sea with a lava slime, and I was like, nah, sick of this, not another dungeon. Fair. Wait, middle of the sea with a lava slime. A lava slime? I'm trying to think what that could be. I can't even think of a dungeon in the middle of the sea with a lava slime. I always default to Miyamoto, but I'm not sure that's right, or just my brain popping Miyamoto up. I know Aiji Inuma is like hands down one of the most responsible people, the person most responsible for the puzzle-based dungeons. Because in uni, he used to make puzzle boxes. You know, the kinds that have got like little automatons in and stuff, and they do stuff when you like click different parts of it. And yeah, they hired him, and he was literally just a product designer that did that, like those cool little puzzles. And he was like, what if I apply this to an entire chunk of the game? Like, there's a dungeon that also is a puzzle box that you have to solve from the inside out. It's awesome. That's probably why it's, to me, I just get so depressed by Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because they're just like, E.G. Numa loves them and he's like at the forefront of them, but to me they're just not even close to what those Zelda games were. They've still got some aspects of the puzzle box stuff, but the whole world just feels so counter to what I loved about that Zelda period. Because now, like, you can solve almost all the puzzles in any conceivable way. There's like, it just doesn't matter. It's like, to me, and it sounds a bit rough, but it's akin to put in, like, it's like microwavable game design to me. Like, it kind of achieves the same point, but like, you get filled, but you didn't actually do anything, you know? I could be wrong. People love those Breath of the Wild games, though. I don't know, just, yeah. That's great that it was a surprise sort of. Yeah, it is super cool. But I think like Miyamoto didn't like Wind Waker at all. Like, well, at first he hated the art. He wanted a Twilight Princess, but the team who was making it loved the art so much they were just like, they didn't show it to him for ages. Like a year into dev is when he first saw it. Also, my dear, could be a part 2, so not close. Yeah, it was a temple of something. Lava slimes probably. Oh, more cute stories. I like that one too. That's awesome. Yeah, I've grown to appreciate a good dungeon, but at the time I was genuinely scared by them and just wanted to adventure islands. That is fair. Wind Waker, best looking Zelda game, changed my mind. No one can change your mind, and no one should try to, because it just is. It 100% is. But they were really scared of it. They were really terrified of doing it. Only the team really believed in it. A lot of people at the company did not. Which is crazy. So his head moves forward. That does look like his head is moving forward, but his snout is not. There you go. That's kind of moving forward. I might elongate this a bit, rather than just making it all jerk forward. Like making that like a blue. Yeah, I think for the most part that works. Oh no. Yeah. What about the CDI one? No! Terrible. It's not terrible, it's just not. God, I forgot about that. We all try to. We really do. Even though, like, nowadays it kind of looks a bit generic, I still wish I would have loved to have seen that video. You know, the video that came out, and I don't know when it was, like 2003, I think. The Zelda game that was before Wind Waker got announced, and they just wanted to show something running on the GameCube. So they showed footage of a Zelda game that never happened, but it was like halfway between Wind Waker, or at least it wasn't. It was halfway between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. It wasn't as dark as Twilight Princess, but it wasn't like... What? Does nobody know what I'm talking about? Zelda demo. 2003? Was it 3? No, Zelda demo GameCube. Space World! It was the Space World 2000 tech demo. Does nobody know about this? Oh god, that quality. Is it? One sec, I'll find a better quality thing. Because that's terrible. No. Oh yeah. This one. That was all it was. But like they showed it was like a full demo kind of thing that they showed. They didn't show too much of it. But he throws his shield down and then like has to like dual wield. But it was literally just a cutscene and got people super amped. And they showed that in like 2000, I'm guessing. Yeah, 2000. And then they announced Wind Waker and people lost their shit because people were expecting Ocarina of Time 2. And they got something not Ocarina of Time 2. Like it got a very lukewarm reception. And then what's weird is everyone looking back is like, yeah, it's still like gorgeous and it's like the best looking Zelda. People weren't ready. Wind Waker is the best one though. It is the best one. I don't want to search Zelda Space World and be disappointed. Those are 3 words I did not expect together. You know, I've seen that before. A bit misleading. Yeah, like that's the thing. So that demo, that footage, that's what they showed to Miyamoto, the dev team. They were like, "Look, we're making Zelda exactly how you want it, and we're not doing anything else." And he was like, "Good, good." And then like already came out, he was like, "So, you play as this tiny kid. He's got a huge head. The head is about 4 times the size of the body. Is that okay?" It's generally what our art style is. Link's Awakening for Switch taking 2nd place for visuals, of course. Hell yes! Oh my god. Hell yeah. So, oh no, I shouldn't say it talking about another game that I want to make. But I think the game after this might be a Link's Awakening Switch style game. Maybe. I have the design down for it. And depending on what the theme is for the Ace Roller Game Jam that's coming up, I might try and do it over 2 weeks. I don't know if I'd probably be pixel art for that, and then if that Game Jam version worked, then I'd do it with Emily, and she'd do like 3D stuff on it, if she wanted to. She's mentioned wanted to, and she's done a concept for the visuals of it, and it would look really good, I think. But it would literally just be Link's Awakening with Stardew Valley. That's it. It's just a farming-based Link's Awakening. Because I want to make a farming game, and it would work so well, you know? I am finishing the game. I'm not actually doing it yet. I mean, for a game jam, it'll be 2 weeks, and technically I'm allowed to do it for that. No way to lie into Miyamoto for a year, not Link's Awakening, which I need to play. Oh my god, you do. It's very good. Yeah, like I don't know exactly how development works at Nintendo, but yeah, in like all the dev stuff, like the development stories that come out, they just straight up lied to him. Don't get it. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's from that. This is pretty close, I'll be honest. Like, or at least I understand that it's not perfect, but it's pretty close to what I am gonna call like, yeah, this is okay animation. You know? Indie dev police gonna arrest you if you start another game. Technically, I will be starting another game, but it will have to be done in 2 weeks, and then I'll be back on to this. Like, it's not something that's gonna like be constant, you know. Emily should show us the concept art in Discourse. That'd be cool, maybe. But I don't want to get people too. I don't want to talk about another game until Link's Awakening, until Echo the Oracle Scroll is out. Maybe. My meeting got cancelled, and it was the one thing I needed to do this afternoon. I don't want to start something new on a Friday afternoon. Using brain late on a Friday, please. I so thoroughly understand what you're saying. Don't like that happens right there. Please tell me I can fix this. Yay! I know it definitely needs like way more, but also that would be a lot more work, and it's always something I can come back to and fix later. You know? That works. That's a good like breathe in, isn't it? Breathe in, breathe out. I think, maybe. Not the best in the world, but it's not terrible. This is perfect for now, yeah. Then the bounce. I do think on the first frame of the bounce, I'm going to make... Maybe not even the first frame. I'm just going to make his eyes big. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 maybe. I'll see how it looks in game. It's good. Hell yeah! Okay, let's export this giant ass sprite sheet with no background, preferably. Does this look alright? Oh, I know what I need to do now though. I need to make sure. There's literally going to be nothing behind him ever, so I guess all of those blue pixels actually don't even matter. They actually don't even matter, so I don't even care. And then export, and then we're going to have to go into NPC, Lua. I don't even know how many frames it is. 1 and 2 is the idle. So 1 to 2, the tick step of that many. What's the stop? Bounce is 14, 15, 16. That'll be 14 to the end of the animation. And then idle break. 1 minute. Idle break is 3 to 13, because obviously, Joe, those are the remaining numbers. I could have done that without having to check. 3 to 13, and the tick step is much faster. I'll say like 3. And I can't remember how animated sprite works. Basically, at the end of idle, I kind of need it to. It needs an unfinished event, and I can't remember where I've done that in the programming. So I might have to go to the animated sprite class and go up and find all of the things. It's got a on animation end event. There we go. How the hell do I write it? On animation end event. It'll be like on animation end event is equal to, and then I just open up a thing and do a code. I don't know. I'm gonna play this soundtrack. Sounds like a write-off day to me. What do you mean? Why is it a write-off day? I did so much more than I was planning to do. If anything, I'm staying on task. You know? I've got this frog prince. I was literally only going to do an idle. I've done an idle break too, which the worry I have is if I focus on one too much, I have to apply the same kind of effort to all of the other characters. It simply can't be helped. This is perfect for now. Yeah, it's good. Not you. Oh, okay, yeah. No, it is a Friday. It is a Friday, so yeah. I also need to do the player airborne anims, because I got my first proper bit of feedback from someone, I think it was on Reddit, who was just like, they saw the belly bounce and they're like, this is great, but that player looks completely frozen. I was like, you know what? That is. No, I'm a write-off play about you good. I have been writing off and laying about a lot recently. I've been playing this terrible game. I've gotten addicted to a mobile necro merge. It's called Necro Merger. It's a mobile merge-based game, and I am completely addicted to it. You know. It's just good time to merge. You just merge things, and then you merge the minions, and you make the things, and it's great, you know. Yeah, so I do need to go get coffee or something. What's the mobile game called? Necro Merger. It shouldn't be as good as it is, but it is pretty good. Let me see if I can find an image of it that doesn't spoil future minions for me. This is the game. Oh no, I just wanted a screenshot. Open it. Okay, yeah, this kind of works. So, you got your resources at the top. Oh wait, I didn't read the other thing. Oh, they've got you, they on the player. He does jump a lot, like OG Mario. Yeah, he does. He really does, and it wouldn't be that hard to fix. It's just it requires an unconventional animation, which obviously anything on the Playdate you have to write it yourself. So there isn't really a blend tree, but I kind of need an animation state that's based on your velocity Y. So when you're going up, there's a different frame to be in the top, and then when you come back down, there's a different frame. Sorry, typos, you understood me. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, so you got a food. Basically, you've got a Cthulhu, and you're trying to raise it to eat the earth. So you start off by first making minions with mana. So you make skeletons with mana, and then you feed them to the Devourer. And then the Devourer's got certain cravings for certain minions, so it's kind of like an Overcooked style of thing. So you're feeding it, and then that levels up the Devourer, which gets you more stuff. Then when you get more stuff, you unlock different resources to make different kinds of minions. And then when you unlock the different minions, you can do other stuff. That's it. That's the game. But it's got like tiers that you unlock. Like basically, it's a bunch of tasks revolved around merging stupid things and waiting to be able to merge them again. It's very dumb, but I kind of love it. I kind of love it a lot. I would love to make a merge game that doesn't have the kind of wait times that you get in a mobile thing. You know? You know? Like basically like kind of like Stacklands. But again, I'm not making any new games. I'm just making this game and it's going to be great. I just need to remember how to do... Oh, you know what? If I Google... Well, I say Google. If I search for on animation end event, I should find another place I've done it, like right here. Check that out. So that's a line of code. That is the syntax for it. So if I just write that in there, animation end event equals, and then you just write out a function. And then you start the function and you end it. Is that a good way to do it? Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so the function is self. Then I'll probably just say self change state. Oh wait, no, I need it to... I'm going to have to make a new mini function. I've got one for play bounce on him. I'm going to say play idle break. And you see what it's going to do is it's going to trigger this at the end of every single thing. At the end of it, it's going to loop, I think. Play idle break. We're just going to make it randomly generate a number. And then on the off chance that it's like, 5% of the time, it should play the idle break. Maybe. Self. No, I don't need self. I need... Can't remember any of the code. Is it math? .rand? Math.random returns a float in the range of 0 and 1. That's perfect. Yeah, I just say if math random is equal to or less than equal to 0.1, I'll make it 2 for now. Then we change state to idle break. And then in idle break, I need to set next animation as idle. So it'll play through it once, and then it'll go back to the idle animation. And then the idle animation will trigger, go all the way through it, and then do the play idle break. Yeah, this should work. I think. I don't know if this fires if I change state. I'll check. If so, I'll have to do some extra stuff. Surely I can just build the game now and then watch him for a bit. And he's breathing, he's breathing, he's breathing, he's still breathing. He's just breathing. He's breathing. It's not doing it. That still works. I like that his eyes get big, I think. He's still breathing. He's breathing. It's not playing the idle break. Let's make sure this is actually getting triggered. Print. Yeah. And then in here, print no. Or yeah, no. That'll work. Yeah, and then no. I'll check this game out. I love merging stuff. Oh no, Holly, I don't know. I'm scared now. Or like pairing things up in series for more points. The trouble is, it's very addictive. I don't usually get drawn into stuff like that. I mean, I do. I like incremental games. But pairing merging and incremental based like design together is just great. The trouble is, I showed Emily it. Now she's addicted. Then someone at work heard about it, and now they're getting addicted to it. Multiple people at work have started playing it. Again, it's a dumb game, but oh my god, it's very gratifying to play. So yeah, this isn't work. This isn't happening. You know? Die on animation end event. Loop equals 1. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I have to do the loop equals 1. Let's see if that works. Because it might just have to actually... Maybe if something's looping, it never considers itself ended. Oh, well, we just did it! Okay, so the issue is we're going to have to do a change state, and then if not, else, we have to change state back to idle. I think that should work. No. Okay. Because it's already going to be doing it, isn't it? It's already going to be doing it. So I think just play animation. Dun, dun, dun. No. Restart. Let's look at the animated sprite again and see if it's got like a restart, resume, replay, process animation, resume, play animation. That's not working. What do you do if it's on loop finished event? Oh, okay, never mind. I think we can fix this. I think we can fix this by changing this to on loop end event, and we get rid of that, and then I can get rid of that. Maybe this might do it. Let's see if it's doing it. Print. I'm playing. Nope, that's never getting fired, ever. So on loop end event doesn't do anything, I think, is the correct terminology. Where did it go? I don't get it. I've got these working. Oh, the other ones are working in a more definitive approach. This is the first one I think I'm making where it's like has a random generation chance. On loop finished event. Frame count is equal to 1. Then loops finish goes up. And it does the on frame changed event, of course, and then it also does the on loop finished event. On loop, okay, so you know when you think code doesn't work and it's because you didn't actually do it? Like for some reason they've called this one on loop finished and this one on animation end. I don't like it when you use two different words, you know? Oh my god, it's so! Oh my god, it's famous before. First time here I saw your vids on YouTube, for fuck's sake. Are your notifications off? Did you sub again? Just for God's sake, Soph. I do feel like I haven't streamed in 3 months. I need to press that I don't know when I'm going to be streaming permanently as like a fixed event. People should not subscribe. You just shouldn't. You just shouldn't do it. This is Fumbleborn. It's a common mistake. That is actually true. For God's sake, Lam. What the fuck? The thing is, I think people think that, like, that's what Dom always does it because he says that guilt pressures people to stream more, but it doesn't work. Don't, for God's sake. Alright, I actually feel like that's on me, because I think when you tell people not to do it, sometimes people do it. For God's sake, that's not... That's very generous, guys. I appreciate it a lot. But I just still think that it's a bad deal. It's a bad value proposition. Oh shit, I actually hate Bumblebee. I'm out. God's sake. So earlier I posted a link and it went bad. It really did. It went really bad. Shouldn't what, for God's sake. Silly Holly. And Joe didn't even know how to get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of anything. LMFAO. Yes, everyone does. So. You owe us so many hours, to be fair. Debt streamer. I actually do. Alright, I'll do it. From now on, I'll try and do this thing where there's a schedule. I'll do like, what day is it today? Friday. It probably won't be Friday. But Tuesday should be a solid day for me to just say that's penciled in. I can't imagine anything happening really on a Tuesday. Once a month? No, I want to do it once a week. Like on the run up from here to release of the game at least. I want to, because it also makes me work more. I do work more on stream. Like I got an idle and an idle break done, but I do need to now. Like I've put off this task for about 2 months. I do need to implement. I'm not putting it into done until it's actually working in game. Wait, is it working now? He's breathing. Breathing. No. Okay, so I need to... Yeah, they've called on loop finished event and on animation end event. They've titled them differently. Oh my god, he did it! He did it! We've got the Frog King! Well, this is the Frog Prince. I should be very, very... So if I did animation! That looks like an actual piece of game art, right? Just added $2 of value to the game of that. It actually has done quite a bit, hasn't it? Although I'm going to have to make it not appear as commonly as it is. And for some reason it's freezing on the first frame, like the little flyers. So I'm going to go and check that out. Because that means... Yeah, that's freezing for some reason. It shouldn't be. But it's definitely, yeah, it's one of the best animation things that I've ever done in my entire life, I think. Maybe. Alright, I guess. Wait, so that would be good though, wouldn't it? Oh my god, your degree is coming into play finally! It's genuinely... It stuns me that I don't actually animate more. Because it's all in my head. Like, whenever I do any animation, now I've started to try and do pixel animation. Like, it's a skill that I forget I did learn. And, like, paid money to get taught. And then spent 3 years thinking about. And then I just never use it. It never gets used at all. Yeah, that's life in art, savage. Oh my god. Bird spray everywhere now. Toby! Brad! Yay! Also, hi everyone. I never said hi, but you're all awesome. Tee-hee-hee. But now you are using it. So are you. Yay! Yeah! We're doing stuff. It's popping off. This is going well. It's not just me, is it? It freezes for like a little bit on that first frame. For like a little tiny bit. I don't know why. I'm going to make it happen way more often so I can debug this. If it's less than 0.9, it's going to be like every single one. Why is it freezing for like... It feels like it's doing it for like a full... Like a full quarter of a second. Like a full quarter. Or half a second, I don't know. Yeah, but it looks like he's thinking about eating the fly. I feel like I'm not seeing the freeze or don't realise it's not intentional. Really, like this, it's mostly just on this fly. When this fly shows up on screen, it kind of pauses and then does a fast fly. Like it should just fast fly in anyway. You know? That fly is a dead giveaway. Yeah. Like the rest of it, because the rest of it doesn't really move at all. Change state. Do I need to change state and then play animation? Unloop finished event. Change state. Unloop finished event. Is it to do with the unloop finish event stuff? I don't know. I wonder if I could solve it by having the animation start at frame 2. So the fly wouldn't even be on screen yet. You know? Like, so it would just look like he's going into his breathe. And that, yeah, that fixes it. That fixes the entire thing. So I am a cheat, but it fixed it. Did it very easily. So yeah, you could probably notice it, but it would be very hard to notice it now because I'm just moving to the frame that is already in the idle. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted for the characters.